Hi, I'm John Sanito. My wife Susie and I have a blended family with 7 kids between us. So much of my life revolves around the family that the best way for me to tell my story is going to be to have you meet them. So why don't you come on over for dinner?
Hey John, why don't you go to school earlier?
You know how sometimes kids are a little rebellious? Well, I was a lot rebellious for a while, and I actually dropped out of high school for about a year. And then when I figured out what a bad idea that was, I went back to high school. But by the time all the kids in my grade graduated, I didn't have enough credits to graduate with them because I had been out of school for a year. And I didn't really know what I wanted to do, so I joined the Navy, and then I got married, and then I started having kids, and I kept thinking someday, and someday never came.
John, why are you spending so much time trying to get this scholarship?
Because it's really important to me to get a college degree. I'm 41 years old with this big a family. I mean, you guys know there's always something somebody needs, and we're just kind of making ends meet. There's not really extra money for me to go, oh, I'm going to go take some classes. So a chance to win 2 years of free tuition is a huge deal for us.
So what are you going to do with it, with the scholarship, like once you get it, if you did?
I want to get a degree in marketing from UW, and I'd like to learn, take some classes in internet marketing and web design while I'm at MATC, getting the 2-year transfer program out of the way. Once I have that degree, I mean, I've got tons of experience. I've been a manager and a salesperson, all kinds of different businesses, but there's so many people in Madison with college degrees or master's degrees that most of the really good companies that I would like to work for won't even talk to you unless you have at least a 4-year degree. If I get a degree in marketing from UW-Madison, there's all kinds of different things that I could do. A lot of doors would open up to me that are closed right now.
Over the past 6 months, I've seen John apply for 50 or 60 jobs for which he's more than qualified, and he's just not getting interviews. And I graduated from UW, and I work in the employment field, and I know for a fact that so many people in this market have a 4-year degree, that most employers have a 4-year degree as a minimum requirement just to talk to somebody.
I work full-time right now to pay my way through MATC because my dad drilled it in me how important school really is.
So, out of all the contestants, do you think we have a shot at winning? Or?
Yeah, I think I have an awesome shot at winning. I mean, somebody who's got 7-kid blended family in their 40s trying to go back to college to earn a degree, that's an interesting story. I think that when you're a grown-up, grown-ups who go to school make really good students generally. We're not there because we don't know what to do with our lives or our parents expect us to be there. We're there because we're serious. We want to get something done.
Yeah, maybe. One of the virtues my dad has always tried to instill in us is that we should never do anything halfway. And that's one thing he never does, is does do anything halfway. So this scholarship would not be wasted. He would put himself wholly into the school.
I told you guys, like, hey, it's really important to get an education. It's really important that you go to college. And maybe you guys sort of get why, because you hear me talk about how hard it is to get a job that I want, because people won't talk to me. But telling you to do as I say and don't do as I did is not quite as powerful, I don't think, to a kid as the example. If you see me work at my regular job and go to school at my age and graduate, I think that sends you the message that that's how important college is. Even if you got to do it when you're 40, you still got to do it, because it's not just about the learning, it's about having that proof that you did something that took 4 years. You had the commitment and the dedication and the work ethic to get it done.
If Dad would get this scholarship, I think it would be like a really, really big inspiration to everybody in the family.
It must be really important if John still wants to go to college after 20 years.
A lot of times this happens with people where their dreams don't come true. And I think Dad deserves to have his dream come true more than anybody.
We're gonna go more like this.